Hey guys, I'm gonna do a quick, actually a regular length tutorial for how to use your facial spa, step by step, including all the attachments and some of the serums, okay? I'm getting a lot of requests for these, so I'm gonna do it here so that we can tag this up above and show you how to use this. So when you first get your facial spa and you take it out of the package, the first thing you're gonna wanna do is put in the batteries. And I like to twist this little, I don't know, satin ribbon around the top one so I can get it out easier. Otherwise you end up having to like pry it out with, you know, usually a butter knife, and that's gonna damage the device. So this device is not waterproof. So you're not gonna ever wanna put this device in water like our other device. We have another device that is waterproof. This one is not. You will never put this underwater, nothing underwater. If you want to clean this, you're gonna push the button on the back, hold on to it because it pops off, and then you can run this underwater and wait until it's fully dry before you attach it back on. So, and I like to just wipe off the connectors right here with a dry towel, just to make sure there's no gunk, and to, you know, just see if everything is in good shape, right? And to put it back on, you just place it on and snap, okay? In order to switch to the smaller attachment, you would do the same thing, push the button in the back, and then you would put that attachment on, facing with the angle going toward the front, and then snap, okay? This is for around your eyes and mouth and like working on deep grooves with your line corrector. This one is the overall face attachment. That's gonna really help you push and pull out that conductive gel to get the lymph and the detox and the toning that you need, okay? So the first thing, you're gonna start with a very clean face. Make sure there's nothing attached or on your face. Nothing on your face. Take off all your makeup, clean it. I mean, of course, the best thing to do is to clean it with our Lumi Spa. This is the one that's waterproof. If you don't have the Lumi Spa, clean your face the way you clean your face. Do not put anything on it. It needs to be completely clean. Then you're gonna spray with our moisture mist. You can use water. The reason why we recommend the moisture mist is there's hyaluronic acid. You're actually incorporating an active ingredient that you need, and it keeps the gels moist longer, so you're using less of it. So this is a lot cheaper than the conductive gel. Use this so you don't have to use as much conductive gel and save yourself some money. That's the reason we tell you to do that. Plus, it's just really great ingredients. So I spray everything, including my neck. Even if I'm not doing a neck treatment, I still get my neck wet, and I'll show you why. The back of your device needs to be wet. Your hand also, you want that wet. But first of all, let's put our conductive gel on. So with the device off, this is like twice as much as this is gonna go on. And I just use this as like the applicator with it off, okay? I put it everywhere that I'm gonna do the treatment. And I usually use twice as much as that, but then I don't reapply. Okay, notice that it's clear to start with. It's clear to start with, and you're gonna put it on a completely clean face. Then we're gonna take a look at what it looks like after, so I can explain what's happening. So underneath your gel, I always do, and then go ahead and apply it down your neck here, because that is where lymph drains, and you want to push your lymph into the area where it needs to drain, because that's part of the depuffing, and the reason why your skin looks so great is because you are getting a really good lymph drainage on your face as well. If you're gonna do all over face, put it all over, or all over neck, put it all over. I do not do over my thyroid. I worked in healthcare for 25 years. Unless you have an underactive thyroid, and then you can use this, because we actually use microcurrent in the hospital to treat that. I'm not making medical claims. If you have an underactive thyroid and you want to use microcurrent, do your own Google research and find out how that works. But just in case you're overactive or you don't know, let's just stay away from the thyroid. that thing can really complicate your life. And you can get a really nice effect by just moving here and out. You don't have to go over your voice box or where your thyroid is. That's just my 2 cents. You will see other people using it over their thyroid. They didn't work in the hospital for 25 years. That's all I gotta tell you. Okay, so spray everything. Everything needs to be moist, our favorite words. How do we hold this? Start with your hand like this. You're not gonna go like this. You're not gonna go like this. You're not gonna hold it like a phone. You're gonna put your hand like this, and then you're gonna stick it down in there, okay? That's the only way you can hold this. You can't hold it any other way, or else it won't work. 3 fingers have to be on this conductive plate at all times, okay? And it leaves a little spot for your thumb to turn it on and off. It's perfect, ergonomically correct. Sit it all the way in there. This is the only way to hold. If you're just getting started, sit at your dining room table or your makeup vanity, put your elbow down, and then move your face around. Your arm's gonna get tired the first few times you do this. It doesn't weigh a lot, but just the repetitive motion, and get ready to have some nice guns because you're doing this 3 times a week, okay? So everything's nice and moist. We're gonna turn it on to a number 4. Don't worry about the other settings if you're just getting started. 4 and 3, that's all you need to know to get facelift results at home, okay? Put it on your head. This just in for all my other followers. I have a growing team of estheticians, I think 24 now, who have joined me because these devices are so amazing. If you're an esthetician, we need to chat. Totally free. But they let me know that, especially the one esthetician who actually is a microcurrent trainer, she educated me a little bit on what those 3 dots, what those 3 beeps mean. You want it to be 3 beeps every single time you get started. If it's not, turn it off, apply more conductive gel, apply more water, make sure, or more moisture mist, make sure your face is clean. The 3 beeps tell me that I have the most microcurrent and the best circuit. And by the way, you are conducting the circuit, okay? So you cannot pick this up off your face. You're gonna leave it on your face and glide it. You will never see me picking it up off my face. Once you've picked it up off your face, you've disrupted the current. You won't hear the beeps anymore, and the face will start flashing, okay? And I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. So I like to start on one side. We all have a weaker side. I like to start on my weakest side because that's where I spend the most time. And then you can go, you probably should go slower than I'm going. So let me show you probably how you should do it. I like to start up here in our biggest problem area. From the 11th spot up and up and up. See how my 3 fingers are still totally attached? This is giving a little bit of an eye lift here. It's gonna help with those hooded eyes. Go around to your crow's feet. You would spend a little bit more time on both sides, but I'm just giving you a demo here. So here we're gonna go to number 3, and I'm gonna show you, the only thing you need to do is respray, put it on your face. Oh, I only hear 2. Respray. See how it's blinking? Because I took it off my face, so I'm gonna start this again. Ooh, only 2. This is the first time I've done this. Let me see if I can get a 3 when I add more conductive gel. Let's just see. I've gotten amazing results, not really being too worried about those beeps, but you know, just for the sake of, you know what, and giggles. Okay, let's try it again. Number 3. She wasn't wrong. This is why it pays to connect with smart people. Okay, so I'm gonna get a better result if I have 3 beeps starting out. Okay, so I'm gonna start up here you're gonna do the same thing on number 3 that you did on number 4. The first setting is gonna push the gel deep into your pores. The second setting kind of pulls it out. And that's why I said we're gonna pay attention to the color, consistency of the gel, because now I'm pulling it out along with lymph, toxins, all the things. As well as the entire time, I'm stimulating my muscles. So we're just gonna start up here. We're gonna go around. This is a place where lymph pulls, so I'm gonna go up to the corner of my eye, down my face, and down my neck, okay? Your cheeks get puffy. From the corner of your mouth up to your ear. And then those gels. Lots of lymph pulls here, all the way up, 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 and down. You should start to feel the swallow because it just moves everything around. So if you're doing it right, it probably will make you want to swallow. Don't ask me what's back there. I'm a respiratory therapist and I have no idea what that could be from. You also want to drink a lot of water on your treatment day. Drink water anyway, but on your treatment day especially, you definitely want to drink a ton of water. I like to go over my lips because of those lip lines. It's normal to taste metal when you're here. You should feel nothing. If you feel a twinge, you don't have enough conductive gel on, or you haven't taken off all of your skincare products, okay? If you want to do a cheek lift, you get right in there, smile real big, spend a couple beeps right there on those muscles. Working right here is also going to flip that lip out a little bit. They call that the lip flip, but you're not going to have to use injections. You see how I'm already getting pink and tone? This is like Pilates for the gym. You guys, this is the only way to get tight and tone and lift in the comfort of your own home. This is the only way to kick that injection habit. If you're lifting and toning at home, you don't need Botox and fillers. All natural, 100% safe. The only people who cannot do this, implanted cardiac devices, metal in your head or neck. And even then, I would ask your doctor. Every person who's asked their doctor's come back and said, oh, it's fine. This metal does not conduct energy. Okay? So check with your doctor. If you have cancer, no. If you're pregnant, no. If you have metal braces, no. They'll say you can't do it when you have piercings, but I have a piercing in my ear and I've never taken my piercings out. So do what you like with the piercings. If you have a diagnosis of epilepsy, I had an epileptic seizure when I was 2 from a high fever, but you have a diagnosis of epilepsy, that's a no. Those are the reasons why you can't use it. Everybody else, yes. And you should. This is going to increase ATP production. This is going to increase collagen production, elastin production, and increase blood supply to the skin. It's going to tone and tighten. All the things that Botox doesn't do. Botox doesn't tone. Botox doesn't tighten. It actually thins the skin, thins the muscle. And let me tell you about lymph. Lymph is the garbage disposal of your body. Every toxin, every chemical, everything you do not want to stay in your body is housed and captured and pushed out by the lymph system. Your lymph system does not have a pump like our blood supply does. Okay, our blood supply is pumped around by the heart, right? Lymph doesn't have anything to push it around but the muscles. You have way more lymph in your body than any one area. You have way more lymph in your face and neck than any other one area anywhere else in your body. So this is where a lot of that trash is housed, and it's right next to your brain. So you want those toxins gone. If you paralyze your muscles in your face, that lymph just sits there. That's why you have the bags. That's why you have the jowls. You're getting Botox, but you're starting to look puffy. You're starting to look saggy because there's no muscles, or less muscles, I'll say, responsible for pumping the lymph away from that area. Use it or lose it. If you don't use your muscle, your body will reabsorb it as protein. Your body will eat that muscle and use it as protein, and you will never get it back. So when you're getting Botox for prevention, what you're actually doing is setting yourself up to need more invasive procedures later. And that was not by accident, you guys. They planned it that way. And now you know, because you see more minimally invasive procedures like threading and like mini facelifts and fillers and things like that are super popular now, because all of those years of Botox have really, really taken a toll. Okay, so afterwards, what do you use after? I think a lot of you have watched me and seen that I like to use a second serum on my second setting. We're no longer selling that in an individual tube. It's called Rejuvenating Face Gel. So, and it looked like this. So if you are one of the ones who love to use this, you can get it in ampules called facial spa gels. And it comes with 4 ampules of conductive and 4 ampules of this rejuvenating face gel. You also have to wash this off. You can't leave it on. So I was like, really, what could I do instead that we could leave on? Because our body contouring device has gels and serums that we don't have to wash off. And I really like that. I feel like it's better bang for your buck, so that you can go ahead and do this next step and you don't have to wipe it off. So we're gonna wipe off the conductive gel. I love using these facial cloths from Norwex. And if you don't have anybody to get those from, I'm happy to connect you with my girl, because this is really one of the only things that will get all of the conductive gel off. You can also get in the shower and use your Lumi Spa, okay? So I'm just gonna get all my conductive gel off. It doesn't matter if you have some conductive gel on, except for I don't wanna have to wipe off this next step. So I'm gonna show you. So then I'm just gonna make sure it's all off. I kind of like feel. And I'm being gentle. My esthetician friends, they will tell me, don't do that. They get to see an inside look on how regular people do their skincare when they don't have a license, like me. Okay, so I also clean off all the gel. Okay, so I cleaned it off before I told you, but have a look. So when you look at this gel after your treatment, it's all cloudy. That's all the crap. It's pulled out of your skin, okay? The lymph, the trash, it pushed it in and then it pulled it out, because the charges on setting 4 are opposite on setting 3. So the charge on setting 4 pushes the gel deep into your tissue because it's the same charge. So puts it on your body, you know, like charges repel each other, right? Then we switch the charge around and it pulls it, because opposite charges attract, right? That's when the magnets connect. You remember that from school, correct? Okay, so you're gonna spray your face again. Here's what I like to do. This is what I really like to do. And if you need to know where this information is, it is on your quick start guide that looks like this. Okay, comes with it. Don't throw this away. This part's in there. And what it's going to tell you is that when you're doing these treatments, you want to end on the number 2. So on these treatments for eyes, you can barely see this, for eyes, mouth, and forehead, you're gonna end with a number 2. So that's a number 2, number 2, number 2. You can hardly see it. If you can't see yours, let me know. Our old one is so much easier to read and I keep it. So for around eyes, it's a number 1 and number 2. Around mouth, you would do number 1 and number 2. And around more deep forehead lines, you would do a number 5 and a number 2. The number 2 setting is specifically meant to drive in the ingredients. So that's what you need to use if you want to add serums afterwards, okay? So I'm going to spray. The serum that I started using, because this one is no longer being made, and this is the one you have to wipe off, which I didn't like. This one you put on and you leave, okay? This is our brightening serum. It's got amazing benefits. I will link them down below so you can see, but you can use this with your microcurrent device. So you're gonna put it on your face or put it on your hand, probably the easiest way to do it. I get it everywhere that I wanna be, okay? It's such good. I mean, I probably use too much of this, but I don't care. So it's very thin. You can also use this twice a day. You don't have to do it with the microcurrent. You can put this on as a great first serum on top of or below some of your thicker serums. So this is thicker than that one. So now we're gonna do the peptides. These are in the spots where I have lines that I wanna work on, okay? Then I will spray again. Spray the back. 3 little fingers again. Now you're gonna go in with the number 2. We're gonna push this in and then leave it. And I like to use the big one. More bang with the buck. So you're only gonna hear 2 beeps for this because there's no conductive gel, right? And this one we were just kind of going all over. You're just pushing all of these really good ingredients in to get more bang for the buck, right? I do not go over my thyroid, and I'm just gonna go everywhere. Again, we're not picking up the device. We're just smoothing everything in. This is a really short 2.5 minute treatment, so it's really fast. And I'm just gonna move it all over to push all of these good ingredients in. I like to do this at night and just let this sit. I'd love to do this and then maybe follow with one of our pillow masks. It's called Pillow Mask, or maybe it's called Pillow Glow. Anyway, it's a mask that you put on top of your skincare to protect you from the pillow so that your skincare is not absorbed by your pillow. So I love doing something like this, finishing with my nighttime moisture and then sealing it all in with a pillow mask or Pillow Glow. But see how, I mean, this is like the flab that everybody gets, but when it's full of lymph, it becomes a jowl. And so we're gonna go all over and just make sure our skin gets all of that good stuff. So this is a really fast extra treatment that you can do. You can actually do this every night if you wanted to, just a quick number 2, if you were just trying to get better use of your skincare. So it should be almost finished. Then I'm gonna leave this on. I'm gonna let it fully dry and continue with the next steps of my regimen. Depending on what you're using, you might get pilling. And that's probably because you use too much product, and then the product that you put on top of it isn't something that goes well with it. That's why I say do it at nighttime. Do this part at nighttime before you go to bed. So I'm gonna follow this with our BB cream and some moisturizer. Usually those all go well together. So we'll see. But if you do it at night, you don't have to worry about any of that stuff. This is gonna give you an amazing glow. Your friend, literally on the first time you use this with the microcurrent, you'll have friends saying, what did you do for your skin? It's so pretty. It's a little hack for you. Okay, so then we're done. So I wipe this off. I leave all of this on. I won't do my next step in my makeup until this is fully dry. So I'll probably wait 15, 20 minutes. Let me know if you have questions down below. I hope you guys love your skin. If you don't have one of these yet, they're less than 1 trip for Botox. I've been using this for 7 years. I have saved so much money, and I'm not doing injections. I'm not injecting neurotoxin near my brain. I have no reason to worry, and I'm anti-aging. I actually look younger now than when I started using this, and that's not the case when you have Botox. Let me know how I can help you love your skin and bank account, y'all. There's a free affiliate program attached to this. You can tell your friends what you're doing for your skin, and the company will give you a retail bonus when they check out to say thank you for passing on the information. And I can show you how to do that completely free. Let me know how you can love your skin and bank account. Bye, y'all.